Mwah! What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? Y'all good? I'm glad. So I've been receiving some questions and comments from my fans and subscribers and stuff. So I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about, what you said and stuff. You see my eyeballs now. You see I'm like opening it up more. I'm just like, no, but yeah, I kind of want to talk to you guys about this question. All right, so I'm just gonna read it for you guys. She wrote, I'm a VIP forever. Big Bang fan, huh? Anyways, she wrote, okay, I have a question for you. How many times have you heard this? Quite often, But anyways, but nah, I'll make it short and painless as possible. I'm really confused about this guy. He's Korean and Japanese, and I think he likes me. But I'm not sure. Sunday, he watched your video about light skin versus dark skin and said color doesn't matter to him. Well, I'm a black girl, and told him that I've had problems with that in the past, and he told me that I am beautiful. Does that mean anything? I mean, he's always hinting that I'm pretty, but this is the first time he actually said it. He does nice things to me, like buys me things, even though I tell him not to. I want to know if he likes me or not. But people says that it's different because he's Korean, but I don't know. I just want to know if he likes me. But he said he never dated before, and a lot of girls like him. But he says he doesn't like anyone, and he's been all around the world. Please help. Sorry that it's so effing long. God bless. XD. Yeah, Alright, listen, girly. First of all, congratulations. I think you got a nice catch, because, I mean, a lot of girls like him and stuff, so, I mean, he must be good looking, right? Snaps. 좋은 건 알아가지고, huh? Anyways. Well, second thing to congratulations for is that he says you're beautiful. When a guy says that you're beautiful, I mean, just take it. You know what I mean? Just take it inside your heart. Just keep it right here in the kokoro, in your maum, Because that's a hard word, man. That's a very strong word. And guys don't use that unless they mean it. They use other words like hot or cute or stuff like that. But when he says you're beautiful, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's like, damn, son, calling me beautiful. Yeah. I mean, don't carry it out too much, but I mean, just know that he cares enough to even say something like that. And he mentioned that skin color ain't even an issue, so just take it as is. Another thing, he buys you things. Oh snaps, he buys you things. I would not spend $1 on somebody I didn't even care for. I'm telling you, why would I spend money? It's not even about the money, to tell you the truth. It really ain't. It ain't even about the money. It's the fact that if I buy something for that girl, that she's gonna have a wrong impression about me. You know what I mean? She could think that I like her. It's the same thing with girls to guys, man. Like girls, when you guys flirt, you guys gotta keep it into a minimum, because guys will be like, but, he shows up in your house butt naked with rose petals all around his balls and stuff, and you're just like, hey baby, remember that last time you said I was beautiful and stuff? They take it the wrong way. The same thing with dudes, So, I would not buy a gift for somebody unless I really wanted to give them a gift, because I felt like I liked them or I cared enough to do so. You know what I'm saying here? So, I mean, the whole thing that he bought you multiple things, I'm guessing. He buys me things, right? It's not just one thing, but it's things. He's trying to tell you something here. And you said that he's Korean, so that's another thing. Culturally, in Koreans, they're very materialistic. Like in America, to show your love, you do different things, right? Like you do special occasions, like it's the heart that matters and stuff. But in Korea, it's not really the case. You give some girl, like, of course it's not all the time, but they're very materialistic. Like they show you they love you with the gifts, So I mean, if he's giving you a lot of things, that's him saying, here's a little piece of my heart. This means I love you. This means I care for you. Why won't she understand me? He could very well be thinking that. You just don't know. You just don't know unless you ask, man. I'm so tired of people not, asking. Just if you're curious, just ask. This society now, it's it's not always about the guy should ask the girl. Who cares? You know, a long time ago, they always used to be, we're shivery, you know, and guys have to go up to the girl and tell them, hey, you know, I feel for you, blah, 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 blah. But now it's already ass backwards anyway, so it's not wrong for the girl to ask the guys out. And there's just a lot of girls be like, oh, it's wrong for the girl to ask. Stay single then, alright? Just stay single then, blah, 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 you know? Because it's fine, man. Just go up to the guy and say, hey, you know, I care for you. You know, what you said about me last time, saying that color ain't even an issue and that you thought I was beautiful, that really touched me, you know, and I want you to touch me, you know, just, nah, not like that, but just, you know, you might feel a lot more comfortable after you kind of let it out. And even if he doesn't like you, now you know. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but it's just, now you know. It saves you a lot of time. It's better than liking somebody that doesn't like you and you just don't know for the longest time. It's just better to just let it out and then just know. You know what I mean? And let's see. I mean, good luck. You know, good luck. Wish you the best of luck. You know. Another person asked me this question. It says, "Hey Tenchijk, I love your videos and I think you're the cutest thing ever." Not playing. Anyways, I would like you to talk about what is going on with Apple computers and them working the employees in China so hard that they're committing suicide. I heard about similar things going on in Japan and Korea. Recently, I've heard stories about school-age kids in Korea killing themselves because they didn't do well in their exams and thus couldn't get into a good middle school. Can you talk about the pressures that Asians feel to achieve? Can you talk about why Asians have such hard work ethic and they drive themselves crazy sometimes? I would love to hear your opinion about this subject. Korea and Japan have the highest suicide rate of the world. And the reason why is because it's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. In America, you could have a C+, B+ average and still live a good life. You get what I'm saying? You could go to a nice college and you could, you know, live a healthy life and fulfill your dreams and stuff like that. But in Korea, it's not the case. They don't have natural resources. You know what I mean? Their country is all relied on, like, exports and imports and all this stuff. And it's all about developing new technologies, new inventions to sell these things. And these companies need the smartest and brightest people. They're not going to take your B+ averages when there is a million others who have a A- or A+. You get what I'm saying here? Like in America, they'll take you in for your work ethic, you know, or if they look at you and it's like, you know what, I like you. But over there, because there's so many people and so little jobs, that they'll always look at your grades first. They won't even interview you unless you have high grades. Like, let me give you an example. If they have like a 3.5, maybe they'll talk to you. They'll talk to 4.0 people because there are thousands of them. Because all these kids are striving to get that 4.0, be perfect in everything. And the reason why also they commit suicide is because there's so many bullying going on in Asia. So many. You think there's a lot of bullies in America? You think like these little big white dudes be like pushing you in the locker rooms like, yo, give me your lunch money, fool. And your little wet willies and your purple nurples and put your ass in a toilet. You think that's bullying? Dude, these fools, they know how to bully you, man. There's a lot of murder. Oh, a lot of nasty stuff going on, man. And the way they despise you. But here's another reason why bullying is so, you know, so common is because they have this thing called seniority, right? 형, 오빠, 아니키, you know, all this kind of stuff. And because of that title, because of the whole I'm older than you so that I'm better than you, that gives those kids such arrogance, so much power, so much authority. And they walk inside the classroom like they own the place. You know, seriously, you could be 1 year older than you, right? He could be 1 year older than you, or maybe 2 years. He'll walk inside the class with other buddies and just kind of like, yeah, you shake your lover. For no reason, just to prove that he's older than them and just say that he has authority over them. And if there's a person that is studying really well, right, and then they say some girl who's older than her is not as, like, maybe like 2 points away, that girl will go up to that girl and threaten her and be like, hey, you better fail next time. you better fail next time. If you don't fail, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. I'm gonna bring all my girlfriends and beat the hell out of you. You want that? And they'll stalk them because they all live close to each other. You know what I mean? It's not like in America where you guys all have your own little streets and boulevards and all this kind of stuff. When they're walking home, pretty much they're gonna live in the same city as them. You know, your bully is not like a miles away. He could be like right across the block. You get what I mean? So the bullying doesn't stop at school. It continues even in class. I mean, even in your life. And so these kids, they have no out, no way out. I mean, there's no hotlines, there's no clubs you could go to. Like in America, there's a lot of suicidal clubs. Let's do it together. No, but like there's a lot of hotlines, a lot of help. You know what I mean? To help people release their frustrations and angers and stuff. But in Asia, there's not much, There's not much. So a lot of kids just go crazy. And their parents are always out because they're working so diligently to feed their parents. Feed their kids, you know what I mean? And to live a good life. And because they don't want to get despised. Because if you have a lesser car than that person, let's say you have a BMW and that person has like a Lexus but it's cheaper, you get despised for that. Like you can't even afford a BMW. They fight over stuff like that, for reals. And so the parents are stressing out about that. So when they come home, they stress out about the kids not doing well in school. You know what I mean? And the kid's like, I'm trying my best, Dad. It's like, well, try harder. And all his frustration from work goes to him. And then he gets bullied from school. He tries his best, but there's so many just smart people that he can't beat him. So all of this pressure comes to him every day. And there is no escape, And then the only escape is that I'm going to die then. It's not like I could do anything else. And so most kids that can't make it out, they either suicide or they become gangsters. They just become nalaris. They just color their hair blonde. They walk the streets like, what's up, fool? Huh? You're going to be in school? And, all this kind of stuff. And they do stuff like that. And it's sad. But in Korea and Japan, it's happening a lot. And it's really sad. It really is. So, I mean, that's what it is. And that's why a lot of Asian people, they have that kind of mentality still. They need to make it out into this world. They don't want to be despised anymore. They don't want to get stepped on all the time. Like in the media and all this stuff, they want to succeed. And that's why they have that drive to make it. And then the reason why their parents push their kids is because they felt that too. They felt that sometime in their life. They don't want that on their kids. And so they know that the only way for them to live a despiseless life is to, work hard and stuff like that. But my parents were different. My parents were all chillax. They're like, do what you want, man. I see you. You look like a creative dude. Just do what you want. Make people happy. You be happy. That's what my parents were. And I feel so liberated and free, and I really thank them for that. You know what I mean? And although I'm not really good at studying and stuff like that, I felt like I learned a lot of life lessons. And I've lived life because of that. And I think that is something that I'm going to teach my kids to enjoy. Because I'm so tired of this whole Asian lifestyle that a lot of these Asian dudes are living. And it's just like, man, you're only going to live 70, maybe 80 years. You might die earlier than that. Live life, man. Live life. And that's kind of what I want to give you guys advice. Live life, ladies and gentlemen. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.